Hello guys, Andrew Gaming today right back with another Phasmophobia episode. What is this, like episode 20-ish now at this point? Phasmophobia, Kinetic Games has just now released a new patch. I believe yesterday. I wanted to get to this a bit sooner, but I did not, so here we are now. Um, what is this, the 20th? Um, yes, 20th. Alright. So, this is the 20th of May, and like I said, Phasmophobia has had a rough patch here recently, and I'm kind of sad about it because I love this game. And to see it in that patch still, that rough patch, is kind of sad to see it there still. I hope it gets out of it soon, and I hope it can recover from it. Because I love this game, I enjoy it a lot, and I hate seeing it in a rough state. Um, I think what people really hate about it though is the new character customization. Uh, that's what people hate the most. And while I do agree that the customization is kind of limited, I think it is nice that they offer like your own customization options. Now, I do kind of miss the old character models because they were nice and simple, but they were made by Unity, and Kinetic wanted to make their own models because they feel like they were, I guess, borrowing something from a different platform or a different source for too long, so they decided to move on to their own models. But it caused some uh, issues, and a big another thing that caused a lot of people to get upset was not just that, but also the new animations. The animations are problematic because, well, when you're holding items now, it obscures your view and it kind of blocks you from seeing important things like ghost interactions, evidence like seeing ghost writing, seeing the ghost and dots. It kind of blocks your view from seeing those interactions that you need to get evidence on the ghost and to see photos on the ghost type. So it's kind of like, again, it's one of those situations to where while it's nice, and while character customization is a really nice feature, I believe the animations and the lack of variety of different customization options that you have. For example, no matter what character you choose, for example, this dude right here, he's always stuck with a default beard and you can't get rid of it. But on my dude that has the long hair, I can't apply a beard to him. He has my hairstyle. He has like my hairstyle, but I can't apply a beard to him because, well, there's no option to. And that is kind of, sad. I wish I could do that, but I just can't. It's kind of sad, like I said. So yeah, whatever you choose here, whatever your preset is here, you can't really change the model itself. Once you choose one here, you can't choose another one, which does you can't alter it very much, which is like the biggest lacking thing of character creation here, and the character not character creation, character customization here. It's like is lackluster, and you can't really utilize it very much because of the lack of actual things that you can actually apply here, and because of that, it makes it to where it's lackluster, and there's not very many things you can do to alter your character model and your character the way you want. So you're limited to what you can do, and therefore the character customization is not very um, uh, optimal, I guess is the word. It's not very optimal because there's not very many things that you can do. For example, you can't remove your jacket, so you can't have like just a shirt. You have to have a jacket on your shirt, and you can't remove it, which is kind of annoying. I wish you would be able to actually remove your jacket uh, and be able to actually have just a shirt, but you can't, which is kind of annoying and kind of disappointing. I just want to be a normal. I want to be a normal guy, but I just can't be a normal guy. I just can't, so therefore I'm stuck with this jacket over my shirt. And yeah, Here is the most silly thing here, though. The most silly, inexcusable thing that I can think of, and that is that you cannot customize your own shoes. That's right, you can put hats, jackets, shirts, pants, accessories like glasses, uh, hats. Did I say hats? I think I already said hats. Uh, you can put like those things on. But the one very important clothing item that you cannot change or customize in any way are shoes. Yes, the lowest possible body type of clothing you cannot put on or customize in any way, which is so weird considering how you can change just about everything else, albeit not very much. It's just so weird you can't customize your shoes. It's strange. Why can't you do that, Kinetic? It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense. You can customize your pants, your shirt, your jacket, which is mandatory, which I don't understand why is the case. Like, if you go right here to shirt, then yeah, you can see here about the shirt. I have my shirt blue, because I like blue, but I cannot remove it because I can't remove the jacket and actually see it. It's all for blurry. Like, if you click on the jacket and try to remove it, you can't. You can't deselect it, which I think, like I said earlier, is kind of disappointing. Like, why, if it's customization, you should be able to customize to your liking and how you see fit. You shouldn't be forced to wear a jacket if you don't want to wear a jacket. It limits your ability to be, you know, creative on your look, and that severely makes it to where, you know, people are not going to like this very much, because if you want customization in your game, you should give your players the option to be able to be thorough when they're customizing their character. You shouldn't limit them to be able to do anything that they want to do for their character and for their fashion or what they're wearing. But because you're forcing players to wear a jacket, it makes it seem like you can't have fully customizable characters, which is disappointing. Kinetic. This is weird, and it doesn't seem very well ported. The UI is okay though, I will say. Like, it is simplistic, but I think it's a little too simplistic. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really. There's not really much you can customize, which adds on to the simplicity, and that is a thing I have to say here. Kinetic Games. I mean, I hate to be rude, but this is a very poorly designed character customization feature that you've added into your game, and I hate to say it, but it's not very greatly ported over or greatly made in any way. I mean, sure, it's, I guess, somewhat better than the older character models, but I do somewhat miss the older character models, and for the fact that it took you 6 years to add this into your game and have this very few customization options is just, it's both disappointing and concerning for the way your game is going. Like, I love your game and I love you as developers, but okay, not in the romance way. I'm just saying that, you know, figuratively. Like, I mean what I'm saying, but I love Phasmophobia, and to see you struggle, I guess is the word, to struggle with your customization options is just, you know, it's sad, and I just don't like the way your game is going. I mean, I love the game, I do. It's one of my favorite games. One of the biggest things I love about Phasmophobia, and I've talked about this in a recent episode, the biggest reason why I love this game, and actually so many other people and content creators of Phasmophobia share my same opinion, and that is the fact that it's a puzzle game. It is a mystery game. Your goal is to be a ghost hunter and go into an investigation area, go in, find evidence, and figure out what ghost type you're dealing with. The biggest thing I love about this game, and the biggest thing I love about Phasmophobia, is how it's unpredictable. You're never going to get the same investigation twice in a row. It's going to be different regardless of what map you choose, and that is the best thing about it. Say you go into Tanglewood and you deal with a demon or something, or a fae or something. You get like an Oni. Okay, for example, you get Oni and you get tons of activity, and that's likely a demon or an Oni. And then say you go to the same map again, but get less activity, and say that you're dealing with a Shade. It is so much variety in this game because of the puzzles and because of like that, because of that, and because of how decently designed it is. It makes for a one great repetitive, or it breaks the repetition substantially, and it makes the game feel like it's never changing, or it's never the same, and it breaks repetition, and it makes the game feel like it's endless because there's endless possibilities for what could happen, and therefore the game is not repetitive at all, and it makes the game really, really nice. This is the kind of game I love, and I love mystery games. I love trying to solve a mystery, trying to figure out what ghost type I'm dealing with. In Phasmophobia, for example, of course, in this example, of course, I'm still terrified of this game. It's one of my favorite games, though, despite my, my scare and fear of it. But recently, I have played Phasmophobia, and well, I've had fun with it. I mean, it's one of my favorite games. I got it in 20. I got it pretty much for like an early Christmas present, which is kind of funny because it should have been a Halloween present because it's so freaking scary. But yeah, whatever. My last episode, I actually did my first Brownstone High School investigation. It did not go well. It was one of the newer ghost types. I believe it was the Aswang. And yeah, it was the Aswang because I remember correctly. It was a few days ago now I'd done this, and it didn't go too well. Also, the recent patch did not fix the journal. The journal is still very far away from the screen, and it's harder to see some prompts on it, so if you're playing on a smaller screen, it's going to be harder to see what you're reading, and it's going to be harder to figure out some text. So they still haven't fixed it. Kinetic Games, you need to fix this because you need to make it smaller. I'm sorry, you need to make it smaller because it's just not viable right now. So please fix it. Now, one thing I really, really, really hate, and one thing I really, really criticize recently, and the more I think about it, is the old death. Kinetic Games changed the death animation because incompetence with the incomposition of the new animations, they changed the death animation. So for when the ghost kills you, now it's different than what they did before. So before, when the ghost killed you, it would grab you, and you would see the hands come across the screen and kind of take you into the death room. That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. They got rid of it, though, and they replaced it with a more simplified animation and kind of lackluster and not very scary animation, to where the ghost lifts you up from behind and it snaps your head and it kills you that way now. And it would be nice if you actually saw the ghost hands actually come across your screen and actually grab your head and then like close your eyes. That would be a nice addition, and I feel like it would be better than them just lifting you up from behind and killing you and snapping your head, because before, the old death animation was just so much more better, and it was Phasmophobia. It was terrifying. But now with it gone and replaced by this more generic and not very good death animation, in my opinion, it makes the game a little bit more bland, in my opinion, and that's sad because I enjoy this game, and to see it, slowly wither away, I guess, is the best term I can use. It pains my heart. Is the best thing I can say to describe it. It's not very good, and it pains me. It pains me really bad. All right. So today, we're gonna do one more We're gonna do one investigation, and that's it. We're gonna end it, but I imagine this won't go too well, knowing my not very good experience with Phasmophobia. I'm not very good. I mean, I do know knowledge on some major ghost types, but just not all of them, especially with the addition of the 5 newer ones being Galu, which I pronounce it wrong, saying it Galdu, but it's actually Galdu. You put the L and then the U. The Albombo and the the Dayan, and then the two recent ones, the Cormos and the S-Wing, which were added in the Alan Wake event update when they first introduced it on the 10th of May, I believe. It was on the 10th of May, I believe, when they introduced these two ghost types. And right now, the Cormos ghost type in specifically seems to be buggy. It seems to not follow its rules correctly or right, and it's kind of buggy. And I think Kinetic Games has already stated that they're working on a fix for the Cormos, so thank God. But it doesn't work as it should right now. But they are working on a fix for it, which I guess is nice. I hope they do fix it. Now, going on random here is going to be like very terrifying because we go to a random map, which makes it even more random. So let's just start.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your advantage.
Alright. Okay, I think it was a bad idea to go random because I've never been here before. That was bad. That was bad.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Let's go to Brownstone. Because I want to redeem myself, because last time I went to Brownstone and the first time I went to Brownstone, I failed miserably and I really want to get better, so let's hope we can do this time, alright?
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. The ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe using it will help your investigation.
Alright. Again, last time I went to Brownstone, things didn't go too well. I think it's because I didn't explore enough, and I think I didn't, explore every single room. So hopefully I do it right this time, and hopefully I can actually find the ghost room without taking forever. But Brownstone, that's going to take a long time because of Brownstone's size. But I like Brownstone. Brownstone is like, while it is harder to find the ghost room here, because Brownstone high schools are usually big, so yeah. It's harder to navigate because of its size, but because it's so big, hiding from the ghost is more easy because the ghost has more to travel to get to you, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah. So who do we have here? We have Marcia Everly. Capture 3 unique videos with a video camera. Capture 3 unique photos with a photo camera. I have the photo camera this time. How to remember your ghost, escape the ghost during a hunt. Not sure if that's going to happen. But if that does happen, if a hunt does happen, I'll be likely hiding from it, and that's different. So that's probably going to be a no-go on that one. Thermometer. Did they finally fix the flashlight going invisible? Dude, that was so bad. I'm glad they fixed that. Now, something that I don't really do that much, and I should be doing more. And this is not an exploit, and you can freely use this to your liking. But if you go over here and put your equipment down by the front door without actually interacting with it or opening it, you can bring up all of your equipment by the door. without opening the door. If you open the door to the investigation area, so the front door, the front entrance of the Brownstone High School in this case, the ghost won't actually activate until you open the doors. So it's kind of useful to do this because it prevents you from needing to do that. Wait. We don't want to lose our equipment though. Wait. Did I drop anything down here? No. Because it's a female ghost, we have to leave in Dayan or in Banshee because it's a female ghost. So we have to leave them in, unfortunately, so it's going to make this a bit more difficult. But I believe it's doable. I'm going to get a photo camera. I don't need a second thermometer. I don't need it. I don't need it. Alright. Now also, one thing I really like about Phasmophobia, and you do have to level up in prestige enough to actually do this, but once you get to a certain level, you can customize settings and make your own custom like game modes. Not really game modes, but like your own difficulty to set your liking and still get rewarded for those investigations, which is really nice. So, like I said, something that I didn't even discuss in that video. Oh yeah, I didn't get dots. What am I doing? Get dots. Alright. I'm just kind of like putting my equipment over here by the door because once I open the door, the ghost will activate and the timer will start. Alright. That's the video camera. I'm going to take video camera. And I think dots to start with. Alright. Ghost is activated. Now our best bet is to like listen for auditory cues such as phones ringing to help us indicate where the ghost is. This is where the ghost was last time. There's no way it's gonna be there again. There's just no way. Let me check the gym. Might be in the gym. Might be a gym ghost. I wish I had a crucifix, but I don't. I don't know if they fixed the Tanglewood basement lighting glitch. They probably didn't, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna test it because I doubt they did. The Cormos is like really scary because I also know that the Cormos has like a special like kind of like ability that means it can hear you running from like 30 meters away, unlike other ghost types, which is really scary because it's in compensation for their blindness. Because apparently, and it's the buggy ghost right now, it's the glitchy ghost that's not fully done. Apparently, when you stand still, it doesn't see you. And you have to turn off all of your equipment to actually become fully invisible. basically, to the Gormos. What time? How much time do I have left? 2.5 minutes. Alright. I just hope it ain't a demon. If it's a demon, I'm gonna scream, dude. Keep in mind, saying he's gonna drain slower because we're on brownstone. Because it's a bigger map. I didn't even check the breaker where the breaker was. That was kind of stupid on my part. There's a fire extinguisher. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay, I think we found the ghost room. Okay, where the hell are we? Alright. No, it turned the breaker off. That's what it did. Alright. Where's the breaker? I'm hoping it's over here over the staircase. I'm out of sprint. It's not good. I'm trying to run, but I don't want to because it's not a good idea. Man, if it's a Hantu, it's gonna suck because if it's a Hantu, that means it's gonna be really fast right now. Yeah, the breaker's off. So that means it's definitely not a gen. So we go ahead and roll out gen. I haven't seen it turn on a light either, so maybe we can potentially rule out. Maybe we could potentially think it's a mare because mare never turns it on, so we can potentially rule out mare. That it is a mare. Let me check my sanity level. Yeah, my sanity level is barely drained. It's barely drained, and that's because we are on a bigger map. I dropped dots. I don't know where I dropped dots. That could be fatal. Oh wait, right here, over here. I thought this was the ghost room, but it was only freezing everywhere because of the break. Did it just turn the breaker off again, or did it turn off the light? It turned the breaker again. Alright. I see how it is. You like playing with the lights? I'm starting to think it's Hantu now. Just because of how angry it is towards turning off the breaker. By the way, 5 minutes is up, so once my sanity gets low enough, it can hunt now. Which is very fucking scary. Stop turning off lights. And by lights, I mean the breaker. Wow, dude, this is, This is my first time leaving the building, by the way. Just saying. Alright, yeah, I need a break from that. That's terrifying, dude. Okay, so it's definitely not a gen because a gen never turns the breaker off. It is... it's turning off the breaker without hesitation, so... It clearly isn't a gen, so again, that's immediately rule out there. It could be only because of the activity, but I'm not sure. That doesn't really count towards activity, so I'm really not sure on that. Sandy has drained about, what is that, about 5%, give or take. I haven't been upstairs at all. I just want to point that out right now. So it's probably in a room upstairs because I haven't went upstairs at all. I've been on the first floor only and not on the second floor at all. See, I'm afraid to go in right now, especially if it's a demon. If it's a demon, dude, I swear. Also, something I did not know about the demon. I always thought the demon's hunting threshold was 50% sanity. No, no, sir. It is 75% sanity by default, but its special ability allows it to hunt at any sanity level, even at 100%. Yippee! So yeah, that's completely not terrifying there. And if you heard the sarcasm in my voice, then you would know that that was sarcasm. Uh, Dude, if it hunts right away, I know it's demon. That's the thing. If it hunts right away, I know it's demon. Oh, by the way, I know for a fact the Cormos is also an early hunt ghost, so it doesn't hunt at 50% sanity. I believe it's at 70% sanity or 75% sanity, along with Fae and Demon, because a Fae also hunts at 75% sanity. And a demon, now that I know for a fact, also hunts at 75% sanity, when I always thought it hunted at 50% sanity, but its special ability allows it to hunt at literally any given sanity level. So it doesn't matter your sanity level. If you have 100% sanity, if it's a demon, it can literally hunt no matter what your sanity is. If it activates its special ability, which is fucking terrifying. It can literally catch you and kill you at 100% sanity if you walk in the building. And if it starts a hunt, then you know right off the get-go it's a demon, especially if you have 100% sanity. If you have less than 100% sanity, if you have 75% sanity, then there's a chance it may not be. But yeah, anything above that, it's no doubt not a demon. All right. They didn't fix this. So crouching while holding your equipment is another big issue right now. It's very janky, I guess, is the word you can describe this mess. By the way, am I technically inside? Am I losing sanity right now? I'm not sure, but it's janky and it doesn't look natural. Alright. Let's go in. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Dude. I say that I'm gonna die immediately. Watch this. Watch this. It happens every single time to a ghost hunter. I guarantee it, dude. I'm just dropping my equipment in there. Keep in mind, because I brought my extra equipment, if I die, I lose that equipment. Okay, no. Where's thermometer? Where's thermometer? Right there. Dude, where is thermometer? Oh, I know where it is. I'm silly. Well, I know where the extra one is. I guess I lost one of them. I'm not sure, but one of them is right here, so. Oh, no, they did not fix the invisible flashlight glitch. Yay. I got light shining through my fingers again. Look at that. Look at that, guys. They did not fix that like I thought they did. For a bit there. No, it is in fact still invisible and still broken. I got light shining through my fingers again. Like magic, like God. Kinetic, you need to fix this desperately. I don't know what the cause of it is, but it's not natural. I got light shining through my dang fingers again. Yay. I'm gonna guess it's Haunt 2 just because of how cold it is, and because I'm thinking it's probably Haunt 2 just because of like how much it's interacting with the damn breaker. It could also be Mare though. I think the Mare turns it off more, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking either Haunt 2 or Mare. I'm thinking Haunt 2. I'm just gonna say Haunt 2 and just be done with it, dude. This is gonna be terrifying if it isn't Haunt 2, but I'm just guessing it's Haunt 2 just from how much it's freaking turning off the damn breaker. It's probably not Haunt 2, but we didn't even find the ghost room. I'm not risking my life. Hell no. Alright. I'm thinking it's probably Haunt 2 or Mare. It was none of the above. It was Morroy. And what sucks about it, though, what sucks about it being Morroy is the fact that the Morroy gets stronger the more your sanity drops, and my sanity was still pretty high. So it would have been pretty slow. Oh my god, dude. No, I'm not going out like that. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do Tanglewood. Tanglewood might be a bit easier because it's smaller. Alright. Brownstone is a bit too big, so I mean, sure, your sanity drops slower because of it being bigger, because on bigger maps, your sanity drops slower. Which is nice, because your sanity is very important in Phasmophobia. I said it again, and I will say it again. Sanity is basically your level of being, your chance of being hunted, but backwards. The lower it goes, the stronger the ghosts become against you, and the more active it becomes, and that's when it gets to come to the kill you phase, aka hunting. So hopefully we don't get that, alright? I'm hoping we don't, because that would suck. Alright. Whoa. Is it Blood Moon? Is it Blood Moon? Okay, yeah, it's not Blood Moon. Alright. What's the name of the ghost? Ruth Dexter. That could either be... That's female, right? Yeah, Ruth is a female name. So Ruth Dexter, female, so we have to leave Dayan and Banshee in because that's female, I believe. Now, same thing I'm going to do here. I'm just going to put my equipment by the door. I'm going to leave my flashlight right here, though. Put my UV there. Get a thermometer, and wait. Oh yeah, sprint crouching is another thing, a mechanic that I am desperately missing here. We already have dots. Get the book. Oh, the flashlight's invisible. Yeah, you'll able to see it. Let's get photo camera. And, okay, I can't hold anything else. The breaker is in the... Okay, it's in the basement. Okay, so we're leaving our equipment right here. We're gonna go ahead and open the door. I didn't get the key. That's a common Phasmophobia mistake, is you forget one simple thing, and that's the key. How could you forget? I have no clue, but you forget one simple thing, and that's the key. Alright. We're gonna figure out what Ruth Dexter is, and hopefully find some bone evidence as well. Alright. I know that I'm wasting time here, but this is actually pretty smart. So that way I don't have to go all the way back to the truck to get my equipment. Alright. The video camera and dots. That's what I'm gonna roll with for now. Nothing here. Listen for footsteps. That's very important. It's like it came from in here. Or the garage. Did it come from the garage? Give me a sign. They still have not fixed that. Sadly, I kind of already figured that. Okay, thank you for telling me where you were. I appreciate it. How much time do I have left? 3 minutes. Okay, it's cold here. That means it's 100% the ghost room then. Why am I getting so many garage ghosts here? It's like every time I come here I get a garage ghost. Which is so weird. Why, I have no idea. It's just, I seem to get garage ghosts here often. I don't know why. I wish I had a crucifix, but I do not. Sadly. I thought it had written in there. Four minutes. Okay, we're not getting any orbs. We can rule out orbs. Rule out orbs now. It could be demon, which has me terrified because freezing temps could be potential demon. Dude, I'm terrified right now. Stop choking on the damn car line. Dude. Okay, that was a ghost event. Yeah, I see how it is. Alright. Thank you for giving me so much damn evidence. I appreciate that. Alright. So, ghostwriting is there. I didn't see any dots, so maybe you can rule out dots as well, so get rid of dots. This terrifies me because it could very well be a demon. Look at this. Look at this. I don't like this. Also, it's not UV either, because it could have also been, no, because no ghost orbs. Potentially no dots either. I didn't bring dots in there though, that's the thing. Or did I? I think I did, but I didn't see any. So we can go ahead and rule that out. I'm thinking it's freezing temps as well, so that would be Moroi, Shade, or Demon. It's not UV, because I don't believe it's a freaking Obake hiding fingerprints, because we would have seen that. So yeah. And if this lines up, then it could either be a Shade or a Moroi. For Shade, be MF and freezing temps. And Moroi, let's see, Moroi would be Spirit Box ghostwriting freezing temps. Where is my Spirit Box? It's in here the entire time. Dude. Really, man. You have to do this to me right now, dude. Crouch walking is actually significantly faster, by the way. Spirit Box is gonna be terrifying, dude. I just know it. But we have to go in there with Spirit Box and try it, dude. The thing is, if it is freezing temps, okay, yeah, so I just confirmed that it's not demon, which has me a bit more on ease, so therefore it can't hunt me right away. So that's good, because we would have seen fingerprints on the light. It interacted with the light, so we didn't see any UV. We can go ahead and rule out UV. Unless the game is broken and it didn't show UV, I'm not sure. Because if I recall correctly, I believe all ghost types, from the exception of being Obak, the Obak, have a guaranteed chance of having a fingerprint spawn on the or summon on the light switch. The Obake has a 75% chance with a 25% chance of leaving it hidden. And if they do have it actually succeed, then it will stay. It will stay. If it does not actually get hidden, it will actually apply a unique looking fingerprint or a handprint, or a footprint if you get it in salt. It'll have 6 toes instead of 5 toes if it's a footprint, and if it's a handprint, it'll have 6 fingers instead of 5 fingers, where all other ghost types only have 5 fingers and 5 toes, which is really, really cool. It's a really nice detail. Now, what's really not nice here is that our little Davy Jones locker son of a bitch had to turn off the breaker. I didn't check for dots though, so it could be an Nazwing as well. I didn't see Ghost Orb, so it's not. It can't be a Ghost Orb's ghost. There's no way. So it's not. It's not Revenant. Because I checked for Ghost Orbs. It could also be a Mimic. No, because it's not freezing temps. Okay. Let's just go in the room and just get a quick spirit box session. If it's spirit box, then we know for a fact it's Morroy, which is kind of funny because we just got Morroy on Brownstone High School if it's the case. But if it's a Shade, which is still likely to be a Shade, I don't think it can be Demon. I don't see it being Demon because it would need to be. It would have UV because the light turned off and we saw no print on the light switch, so it's not Demon. So I don't think he can hunt right away, unless it's a Morroy. And a Morroy has like a 75% chance. Let me check my sanity, get an accurate rating on it. Because this is about 78, 80-ish. Let's go see an accurate rating on it, though. Yeah, right on the number. Right on the number. Look at that. So that's about, yeah, literally what I said, just about. All right. Give me a sign. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Do you want me to leave? Alright. I think Spirit Box may be broken right now, which is not good. Because we weren't getting any Spirit Box reaction. So that could mean a Shade, but we would have to get MF5. Okay, the first time I'm going to go ahead and bolt to the basement and actually turn the breaker on. That's what I'm going to do. Go to the basement. Go to the basement. Is it freezing temps, dude? Just give it here. Okay, it's freezing temps. That means it's Morroy. No, it's Shade. Wait. So we know for a fact it's freezing temps then. That's good. I figured it'd be freezing temps. So that means we just narrowed it down to Mordor and Shade then. We wouldn't in there have dots, we would have seen dots. We could confirm though, and if it is dots, then it would be Aswang. Let's try it, dude. Give me dots. Guys, I'm doing it. Okay, light's flickering. I thought it was starting a hunt. It's not. Wait. Wait. That was the ghost event. I'm not seeing dots. So it's not Aswang either. I'm not seeing Aswang potential here. I'm being brutally honest. I'm going to... I just don't see it being Moiroy twice in a row. I'm guessing Shade. We have narrowed it down to the point to where I think it's Shade wholeheartedly. If it's a Moiroy twice in a row, I'm just unlucky, dude. It has to be Shade. I just don't... I refuse to believe it's Moiroy twice in a row. Alright, I refuse to believe it. It has to be Shade. And we got some image evidence there, too. Ha ha ha. Are you kidding me? Dude. That was a demon? Are you serious? How the hell did I not get hunted there? Or was I just extremely lucky? What the hell? Dude, I was in there for so long. How the hell did it not hunt me? Nah, that has to be trolling, dude. That has to be troll. That has to be a troll. Are you kidding me, dude? How the hell was that a demon, dude? I refuse to believe it. There was no way that was a demon, dude. Oh my god, you have got to be fucking shitting me. Dude. Dude, you've got to be shitting me. That is so annoying. That is so annoying, but at least I did get $10 from the media there. That it sucks either way though, because I didn't get the ghost right. That fucking sucks. And where the fuck was the bone? I'm kind of disappointed about that because, dude, hobby room. So that was that in the basement or in the closest room to the left? When you go to the left into the little foyer, when you go to the left, the furthest room to the left, I think that's the hobby room, right? I wish I could find the bone and actually, take a photo of it. 2 events. So yeah, the first one was when it turned the light off and whispered in my ear, and then the second one was the red glow event, or the red light event. Dude, I'm disappointed, dude. But you can't win them all, I suppose. At least I did get some monies for it. I'm just surprised I didn't get killed or get hunted at all from this demon, dude. It must have been a very merciful demon. What the hell? Or a very stubborn demon, because demons usually hunt early. They have the special ability to hunt you early, and I'm surprised it didn't hunt me early like they usually do. But I usually hate demons in this game. Demons are the worst ghosts in the Phasmophobia because they are a nuisance, just to say the least. They are a nuisance and they're hard to deal with, but yeah. Unfortunately, the Tanglewood basement lighting glitch is not fixed. Unfortunately, but I did not. I pretty much assumed that they didn't, sadly, and I was correct. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this Phasmophobia episode. I was much more brave this time, which is a good sign. I'm getting my composure up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next one, and peace out.